All right, so I'm here with Brian Lupian, who is the general manager of Gold Gym in Latham, and we just want to ask him a couple questions about the program and the Focusmaster program. So, Brian, can you give us a little background on your striking program before you got the Focusmaster Strike Training Program?
Oh, definitely. It was non-existent. We basically had a space in our facility downstairs. We called it our boxing room. We had speed bags, heavy bags, double end bags, and we just allowed a space for our members to come in and do whatever they could do, whatever their level of boxing was or striking was in that area. And what we found was people were misusing the equipment, people were getting hurt, and the equipment was getting broken. We were replacing things kind of consistently. And it was just creating more of a hassle for us as a facility and for the members, waiting for speed bag ladders to be replaced, cleaning blood off the walls, you know, things like that that are just a nightmare on both the management side of things and as well on the member side of things. So it was more of a hassle than anything else.
You really didn't have a program associated with that, right? It was kind of just, you know, free for all. If you know how to box, you can kind of use the heavy bag. And more of just a pull-up line item on some promotional pamphlet to mention that you have boxing here, right?
Exactly. We used our boxing room to drive members in that were looking for a boxing program. We actually tried to have a boxing program as well. The space that we had for the boxing room was too small for a boxing program. So we actually used our group exercise studio for a boxing program, and then when people weren't doing the boxing program, they could go and they could hit the heavy bags and speed bags in the boxing room that we had. So it really didn't make sense. The programming didn't flow, and we found that there's not a lot of people in our population, in our demographic here that are actually looking to become boxers. So more of a fitness boxing program would have worked better for us, and in that type of a program, I really don't think that that one speed bag or two speed bags or two heavy bags or one double end bag is what the members are looking for.
What drew you said, I think this would be great for the gym, and I think it'd be great for my members?
You know, the first thing that I saw with Focusmaster was the equipment itself, and I really liked what you guys did on your website to show the consumer what types of exercises could be done on the equipment. So I was initially drawn to the equipment, and I thought, you know, this is a little bit sturdier than a speed bag or a heavy bag. It's probably going to last longer. But after speaking with you guys and going over the programming option, it just seemed like a much better option for our members. And we've been holding our Les Mills programming here at Gold's Gym for years and years now. And we really saw a structured program come in that helped our members stay motivated, and then the program would change after a certain period of time, making sure that they're going from their initial fitness goals and they're progressing from there to long-term goals. And bringing on a boxing program to compete with other LA boxing and other programs out there in our community, I just really liked that concept, and the equipment just blew my mind when I saw it live in person also. And then the programming that you guys provided, and when I had an opportunity to go down to your facility and go through the program, it was 100 times more than what I even expected. So, I mean, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it, because that experience really just opened my eyes to another program, another opportunity for what we could do in our facility in a space that we were just underutilizing.
Now, what has this done to your gym with walkthroughs and everything?
Well, I'll tell you what, the trend in the fitness world in general has become more of a low price model. We're not going to give you much. Here's the equipment. Come in, you pay a small dollar amount, use the equipment, use the treadmills. There's no classes, there's no guidance, there's no structure to anything, and we hope you don't use the facility. And that's really not the mindset and the business model that Gold's Gym has taken. So we try to keep our membership pricing as low as possible for the consumer that wants to just come in and do the basics. But I think it's ridiculously important to offer people programming and opportunities to accomplish your fitness goal in the way that you want to accomplish it. And you're not going to, you know, most people don't do the same thing each month, every month, year in, year out, because if they do, they're probably not going to see results, and they're going to end up stop coming to the gym, right? I mean, that's just how it works. So what we try to do here is we try to offer multiple different avenues for our members to accomplish their fitness goals, whatever they are. So I can come in and I can take a Focusmaster class for 3 months, see amazing results, get shredded, drop some body fat, feel like $1,000,000, and then I can go and I can do a month of body pump consistently. And then, you know what, I can come back to Focusmaster. And that way I'm changing my workouts, I'm staying motivated, and I'm seeing results. And that's what we want, as opposed to, hey, pay us $10 a month and don't show up. That's not what we're looking for here.
Would you say a program like this is a must-have to be competitive with other gyms out there, and whether other LA boxings or small group training gyms or small independent boxing gyms? is a large commercial facility like Gold's Gym here, is it a must-have to have a program like this?
I think that it's a no-brainer, really, because especially if you're a facility that has a space, like most of us do, that has a couple of heavy bags hanging or a couple of speed bags hanging, and you're doing nothing with the space, I think having a program in that space to generate revenue and provide an opportunity for your members to get guidance and motivation, I think that, I think it's worth it as long as the investment makes sense. And for this rollout here that we did in our facility, it costs as much as one single treadmill costs. We'll see a return on investment immediately, and it just makes sense. Makes the space look better. It's cleaner. It makes us as a business look more structured and organized, and it makes us look like we have the members' needs and goals in mind, which is exactly what we have. So it's perfect.
What is great about this product? I mean, you have a square foot is about 500 square feet right now. We have 6 units. We can run 12 people classes in there. The benefits of having these wall mounted. I mean, what are the benefits? I mean,
it's huge. It's huge. I'll tell you. I mean, we had one heavy bag hanging here and one heavy bag hanging here, and you couldn't do anything else around those heavy bags because the heavy bags have to swing and whatnot during the classes. And in that space that we had 2 heavy bags, I now have 4 Focusmasters. So the 4 Focusmasters, I could have someone doing their combinations here and then dropping to a floor exercise. So I could actually have 2 people here, 2 people here, 2 people there, 2 people there. So that's 12 people, or 8 people in a space exercising where before I had 1. So it's really a no-brainer. And the wall-mounted layout of this unit is it's perfect for the environment that we're working in.
Let me ask you about the quality too, because we talk about this, and our equipment has been in martial arts facilities, for 15 years now. So we know it's time tested. But from your standpoint, you buy commercial quality equipment all the time. What is your feeling and experience on this? I mean, we're pounding on these. We got a couple classes going on a day. And how do you feel? How comfortable do you feel with this equipment?
This stuff is bulletproof. This stuff is ridiculously sturdy. I mean, if you guys don't mind, I'll pull this off for you. And if you can get that on camera, I mean, this stuff isn't going anywhere. I mean, it looks like a cannon barrel. This stuff isn't going anywhere, and the shocks on it are beautiful. And I tell you what, when I first when you guys first approached me, I did some research and I went to some local boxers that I know, and one of our local jiu-jitsu instructors actually has one of your first units in his studio, and I mean it looks like this, and that was, when was that, 1992 that you guys, 96 that you rolled it out. So this stuff is extremely sturdy. It's made from, I swear, from tank material, so it's not going anywhere. So I'm very confident that this will last. And we've had this program now for how long?
About a month.
About a month now, and we've had classes. We've had 4 classes a day, and we're putting 8 to 12 people in the class, and we're pounding on it for that half-hour class each time, and it's like you just put it in here. I mean, I'm positive that this is going to be fine.
What's the feedback from your members, from your trainers, and from the owners for a program like this?
Yeah, the owner of the facility is very excited because we've been trying to get a boxing program that would generate some revenue for a very, very long time at all 4 of our locations, and nothing has really done the job. And already we've seen people get invested in this program. They're purchasing 1-month programs or even 6-month programs, or punch cards that's how we're presenting it. So we're giving our consumer options to purchase long-term or short-term programming. And it's exciting to see a boxing MMA-inspired program start to work in our facility. So everybody all around is very excited about it. We're excited to get it in our other 3 facilities as well.
Now, what would you say to the other commercial gym owners that were in the situation like you, who had their current striking program? What would you say to them about the Focusmaster program?
I'd say you got to come down here and you got to take a class so you can feel it, because there's so much energy involved in it, and it's like no other class that you have in your facility. The expense is significantly lower than a lot of other programming that you would bring on, as well as a lot of other equipment that you bring on. One single piece of equipment. So, I would say it's a no-brainer. If you have the space available, if you've got a space that isn't generating any revenue for you, or is just a space where you're putting equipment that gets very little use, it's really a no-brainer. You got to give these guys a call and get this program in, because your members will thank you, your employees and staff will thank you, and it's just amazing. You won't regret it.
All right, so I'm here with Josh Haas, and he is the Director of Personal Training here at Gold's Gym in Latham, and we're just going to talk to him about the Focusmaster program. So Josh, you've kind of taken this under your wing here. I'm sure you do that in a lot of other programs, but tell us a little about the Focusmaster program, why you like it, and how your members are approached it.
I love the Focusmaster program from a personal training perspective because it adds another level of depth to our training program. You know, they train you very, very well, and it's a mid-tier program, so it's not the high cost on one-on-one personal training. So it's a good, affordable option for a lot of our members. And it's not dependent on one trainer in particular. So they're not building a program based on one guy that knows martial arts really well. You can rotate trainers in and out. We've got a staff of 4 or 5 right now that rotate through, you know, for our programming. So it's really not, you know, it's not going to run you dry. You know, if that one trainer leaves you, you're not going to be suffering at all because the other trainers pick right up where they left off.
Now, tell me about the launch here. You know, I mean, other gym owners and other you know, personal training directors might think, I just don't have time to take on a task like this. I know it could be good for my gym, but can you explain that to us? I mean, how much time and effort have you put into it? You know, is this a fairly easy program to roll out? And tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I actually teach one of the classes, so if I took myself out of that process of learning the actual classes, it would have been a breeze to implement. You know, I wanted to know the program inside and out, so I did get certified. So, but if you're not getting a certification as a director, all you need to do is get, you know, 3, 4, 5 guys that want to get into this program, get them certified, and then work on the promotions, work on getting the word out in the club, and it's a breeze. It's not really that hard to do at all. I think when you're doing the certification, it's great that you've got a whole team of Focusmaster guys behind you that are teaching you and showing you, okay, what are the important elements and what's going to really drive this program, what's going to make it successful. So, and they've been through the launch. They've been through the whole launch with us. So it's made it very easy to say, hey, you know, keep on top of that marketing. You know, keep doing that. Keep pushing it here. Keep pushing it there. So they've done an excellent job.
What have the members been saying? What's some of their feedback from taking this class?
So they love it. Most people can't even talk when they leave, you know, because they're completely out of breath. But they absolutely love the program, man. It's the best way to get a workout in an extremely short period of time to, again, get the cardio, get the resistance training, and you get technique on top of that. So, I mean, it's a triple threat all around, you know.
And so now you also do some sales as well. So how has this benefited you with walkthroughs? You know, people are interested in having a striking program. We're not even knowing that Gold's offers it yet. But you show them around. I mean, from what we had this room before to what it is now. How does this help?
Man, you're talking a caterpillar to a butterfly from what it was. I'll tell you, only because people walk by and for one, they see something that they can't readily identify. Secondly, they've never seen it before. And then once they actually start to figure out what exactly it is and we start going into that process, then suddenly the curiosity starts to increase, and then we tell them, hey, you know, you can try it out if you've never really been a part of a program like this, or if you have a genuine interest. And once they get in it and they actually see it, I mean, forget it, it's sold from there. You know, the program itself sells itself.
I got Will Berry with me. He's one of the trainers and coaches, the Focusmaster coaches that we have here in Gold's Gym in Latham, New York. So he's one of the first coaches that went through the program. And can you just tell us a little bit about the certification program and what your thoughts were on it?
It was a very good program that actually made us go in and do exactly what our members are going to do so we can experience this workout from the ground up, not just from the technique, but from the energy experience in the room and what's to be expected of the participants as well as the teachers. On top of that, we had to demonstrate our proficiencies in our educational, communicational skills through our whole program, both to you as well as the other founders of Focusmaster and other students as well as other teachers in training. So by the time we were actually done, we had a really, really good grasp of what was going on in this program. That's one of the most important things, is establishing that confidence in this program so that way there our participants really get into it with us.
That's right.
You know, they have to understand that we know exactly what we're doing. We have a firm grasp of this, and that really did a good job.
Well, you tell everybody out there, whether they're a trainer or a gym owner, what would you say to the program in this situation, having an old striking program, you know, what you guys used to have here?
Oh, I mean, it's not even a comparison. All I can say is try it once and you're going to be into it, you're going to be hooked. You know, you're not going to be able to experience this feeling again, and it's just something that really can't be explained. It has to be felt.